Hey guys, Hook to Clash here, and today we're going to do a quick recap of the war between Tribe Gaming and Awesomeness Pens, guys. This was in the CWL Elite League, which means it's the two-hit format, 25 versus 25. It's where we had the Tide War against Nishan Dance last week, where we got 75, but we weren't able to back it up this week, guys. We got crushed. 60 to 72, not a good war at all from us, so GG to Awesomeness Pens, and all the attacks in this video, guys, will be by Awesomeness Pens, and I kind of want to use their attacks to show you guys what the meta is like at the moment. So we'll just get into the first attack, guys. This is on Mido's base, and they're going to be coming in with just Zap Lalo. Obviously, this is one of the more common armies in the meta at the moment, but guys, have a look at this. He's not actually going to zap the CC here. He's going to zap the air bow, the scatter, and then damage this single and use an extra zap on it with the Quake here. And then this RC ability, which will go off right here, bam, takes out all of that. And look how much of the base is already gone. He's literally just used his RC and a few zaps, guys. Absolutely crazy what you can do in this meta. And then he's going to use the RC and reinforce with the King and Queen at the top of the base and Sui in up here and just get even more value than he already has. Guys, that's one of the great things about this meta, more so than any meta I've ever seen in the past, is that just about every attack is viable, as we'll see more and more as this video progresses. But it is a double-edged sword, guys, because it does mean you are getting these ridiculously high-scoring wars, because how can you defend against 10 different strategies? But more on that later when we start seeing some of the less normal armies as such. As you can see, he's just going to Sui in with his King and Queen. He's brought two Wall Breakers, guys, and no Ice Golems. He doesn't think he needs the Ice Golems to get all the value he wants here. There goes the second Wall Breaker, bam, straight into the Eagle. And with this other Wall Breaker, he's going to be able to get this single Inferno, guys, which is going to be really nice for the back end of his Lalo. Just getting rid of that. I think he wanted to get these Sweepers, guys, but unfortunately he's unable to get them. The Queen just dies to a few Giant Bombs there, but it doesn't matter. He's starting with the Lalo at the bottom. He's going in really heavy early, but that makes sense, guys, because he's got to get through this town hall as quickly as possible. Now, the Headhunters are still running around, and unfortunately they split, guys, which is worst case scenario, because he has hung on to this lightning spell, as you can see in his troop bar there. And by generally what you'll do with this lightning spell is use it on the Headhunters when they clump up together. But when they split apart, obviously it doesn't work out just the same. Thankfully, his Warden survives. The Lava Pups, I believe, took out the Headhunters. And guys, he has put his last spell down. And look, this Scatter Shot is actually going to get a bit of damage off, guys. But look how many balloons there are left. There could be 20,000 balloons in that pile. It's probably only 10, 15. He does lose like 7 of them to red bombs there. But there was absolutely no two ways about that. That was a triple. So nice job to Chupa Chups there. Coming in with the really nice Zap Lalo, but not with the zaps on the CC. Now we're going to show Elliot's base, guys, and this is going to be a ground attack. And the sort of ground spam attacks that we're seeing these days is your Zap Slap, so that's the 13 Witches, 5 Lightning, or just the general Yeti Smash, or the Zap Yeti Smash. But you don't need healers, guys. You don't even need healers in this meta. Look at those zaps in the core, by the way, guys. He gutted out basically the entire core of the base. Both scatters are gone, the Eagle's gone, all sweepers are gone, just everything on this base is gone in the core of the base. Then he's going to spam, like, I don't mean to diss the attack, but genuinely, that's what he's going to do here, guys. Just spam everything in a line across the base from the 6 to 9 side, and he's going to overwhelm this base. And look how quickly this attack goes, guys. There is a minute 15 in this attack left, and he did not start this attack a long time ago. So this base is going to be absolutely crushed. The Warden ability doesn't quite last through the Town Hall, but that's okay. Because he's just got so much hit points in this army. That's the one benefit of not bringing the 70 space that you bring for the 5 healers in these armies. It means you can bring like another 4 Yetis, another 6 Witches, you name it. You can just bring more troops. And if your troops, well, if you've already used the zaps to get rid of the most dangerous defenses on the map, and you can warden through a couple of heroes and the town hall, like, what's going to take out your troops, guys? What's going to take out your troops? He's still got 3 hero abilities. The only hero ability he's used is the warden, and you have to use that on the town hall, guys. So he's just absolutely crushing this base, and it just shows, guys, in this meta you can do just about any attack, and if you execute it well and it's the right plan for the base, it will triple. There is no limitations on this meta to what army can triple anymore. It's just a crazy time in the meta for offense. We're going to come into Siggy's base here, guys, and this is a drag bat, and this is going to absolutely destroy the base. I don't mean to spoil it like that, but drag bat at the moment, guys, is ridiculously strong, and it's one of the tougher things to defend against, because yes, you can spread your splash around, but drag bat can come from anywhere on the base, guys. Now, most of the drag bats we see, you come from the far side of the town hall, but with this drag bat here, he's just going to go straight through the town hall, plow through it, and normally you see less splash damage on that side of the base, but because you don't have to blimp the town hall anymore, you can use the slammer, and the slammer can get heaps of value. As you can see, guys, he used the zap and the quake on this single at 6 o'clock here, and I believe he's just going to use his RC, and look, just pops her ability immediately. She's going to take out all of that good stuff. Gets the wizard tower as well. It's always nice when she gets a bit of splash damage for the back end of the base. Unfortunately, I don't think she quite gets that scatter shot, but I'm not sure he planned her to get it anyway. Then, as you can see on the left-hand side here, guys, he is using those sneaky gobs just to get rid of all those storages, which is obviously nice value. I mean, it's not much troop space, and with these drag bat attacks, guys, just about every super troop can be used, because you don't really need the super wall breakers for these. Some of the time you'll see them used, but often you're more likely to see the sneaky gob, or what I'd like to see in the future is more of the super archer used to see if she can like snipe a wizard tower or something, but we haven't really seen a use for that on many bases yet. As you can see, guys, he's dragging straight into the town hall, and if you've been on stream, you've probably heard me say it a few times, I don't recommend this, because the slow effect of the town hall, guys, does so much damage to the dragons, because the dragons need to be outputting their damage quickly. They have no healing potential, so the longer they're sitting there doing nothing, the worse for them. But if they're not under a lot of damage, whilst the town hall slow effect is on them, then normally they can push through the base just the same. And look at it, guys, he's still got so many dragons left, and then he used his queen really smartly on the top side here, because he didn't need the queen or the king to funnel the drags in initially. Using them at the top of the base to get more splash is perfect, and then he just bat bombs the back end wizard tower. I forget if it was a multi or not, doesn't matter anyway. He bat bombs there, and he's got a million bats up, guys, and his drags, like, look, his drags, we can literally draw a line here, guys. The drags took out that much of the base. Like, that is crazy. Then he used his RC for this part of the base. His king and queen kind of took out that, and the bats took out, like, what? That? Like, it's absolutely crazy how much value his drags got here. So if you've got a good funnel for your drag, guys, and there's no sweeper to deal with, you can absolutely wreck some of these bases with drag bat. So nice hit there. The next base we are going to jump in on, guys, is on Lord Kirk. Sorry to burn your base, buddy, but it's been hit a few times anyway. I think it's well and truly burnt. And this is going to be a Queen Charge Hog. Now, we see a lot of Queen Charge Hybrid in this meta and in past metas, but with the addition of these Headhunters, guys, we've started to see these Hog Riders a lot more, and it just is another thing that you have to defend in this meta. You can't afford to, you know, have it be too easy for these Hog attacks, because otherwise they will wreck your bases. As you can see there, guys, that Yeti bomb got so much value. My god, that was absolutely crazy, guys. Doesn't quite take out the enemy king, but the fact that they got the enemy king down to half health, got a scatter, single, and all that good stuff, is absolutely crazy. And one of the benefits of the hog attack, obviously, guys, is that you can use your king to funnel in your queen and use the Yeti bomb in the same attack. Obviously, with the hybrid attacks, guys, you need something to funnel in the hybrid. So generally, it's the king or the siege barracks, or a lot of the time, you see both. But if you desperately need to use both of them for a Yeti bomb and to funnel your queen, you can just use hogs on the back end instead. Now, obviously, this queen, guys, was so close to going down. He finally has to pop her ability, but she'll get through the town hall before the lava hound makes it over. Switches perfectly on time. And he's only dealing with the one ground bow. Yes, the eagle locks on, But his queen's gotten all the value she needed to get, honestly, guys. Thankfully, the king got the RC as well, as you can see at 9 o'clock there. And then he's just spamming in the hogs straight into all of this DPS. He heals first, which is perfect because then he's going to pop the warden with these headhunters, and these headhunters are going to go in and take out the full health queen, and it's going to negate this core scatter shot, guys, because this scatter shot was going to do so much damage to his hogs. He even freezes it with the heal. Smart idea. Scatter shot actually does more damage than the heal can recover. Fun fact for you all. Then he uses a freeze there. I'm not sure if that freeze did a whole lot. Unfortunately, guys, the healers are staying back on the RC rather than moving forward with his hogs. But look at it, guys. There is so many... there's not that many hogs up, but the RC hasn't used her ability, and there's no defenses left to take her out. Bam, uses her Royal Champ ability. He didn't need that at all, except maybe for time. But yeah, this was a really nice attack here from Wado, and it's just another example of how diverse the meta is at the moment, guys. And the last attack for this video, I've saved the best for last, guys. Have a look at this attack. Look at it, guys. He's coming in with the Sui Lalo, and look at what spell he's bringing, guys. We don't see this spell much anymore since the introduction of the Headhunters. But yes, he's coming in with 2 Skelly spells. Oh, when I saw this attack, I just knew I had to recap it for you all, guys. It's just too good not to show. As you can see, guys, I was kind of waiting around at the start of the attack to see if he'd zap something, but there's no zaps to wait for here. He can just get started on with his Sui. So what's he going to go for here? As you can see, he's used the Sneaky Gob and the Baby Drag to just set some sort of funnel. Then the king and queen are going to come in from the top side here, and their job is just to go in and get the enemy queen and get a bit of pathing. Then he's going to use his RC on the bottom side there, and she's just there to cut even more of a funnel out of the base. She's not going to get many defenses. Honestly, I think her main job was just a bit of pathing and that air defense. As you can see here, his queen isn't actually going to get as much of a funnel as he wanted. I think he wanted this air defense. I'm not sure if he gets the air defense, honestly, but if he gets the air defense and at least one of those wizard towers, you have to think he's got a really nice path for his Lalo here. Now, obviously, he hasn't got as huge a chunk as you see with some of the Zap Lalo attacks, guys, but that's because he's had to deal with the CC on his Sui. So he'll make up for the lack of base he's cut out with keeping his Lalo alive with all of these spells, guys, because look at it. He's got, what, 5, 8, 10, 12 spell space dedicated to this Lalo. And look, it does look like kind of a spam sort of deployment, guys, but it is actually quite it's deliberately done, the way he's deployed it there. And look at that, guys. He used the blimp to get the drag into the core of the base, and that drag helped take out the enemy queen and the RC, and it's also helped take out that core scatter shot. And because that core scatter shot's down, guys, there's nothing in the core of the base to destroy his loons. He can freeze the town hall and a scatter. That's generally something you don't want to give up in your base building, guys. And look at it, the tornado trap actually pulls the loons kind of onto the town hall. He's going to heal and warden ability at the same time. Generally not something I would recommend, but with loons it's not a bad idea. And if he didn't use the heal there, he probably would have been swagging it. So I'm kind of glad he did use it there, otherwise that would have been insult to injury. As you can see, guys, he's still got one of the Skelly spells left up. Didn't need both of them. I assume the reason, guys, that he brought the Skelly spells instead of the Headhunters is he wasn't sure if he was going to lure the enemy hound out of the CC with his Sui. Now, if you use the Headhunters, obviously the Headhunters, if they get in CC range, will pull the hound, but Skelly spells won't. So it was probably just a backup there. Also, he had a million spells that he didn't need anyway, so he might as well fill them up with something he might need instead of Headhunters instead. So really nice attack there to Hocus Pocus. And that's it for the video, guys. As you can see, we did show 2 Lalo attacks, but in reality, all the attacks we showed today were completely different attacks, completely different style of attack as well, and it shows how, you know, diverse this meta is and how hard it is for base building, honestly, and why we're seeing a lot of these higher scoring wars. Obviously, you didn't see it from Tribe Gaming this war, but we all know that we are capable of it. Anyways, yet again, GG to Awesomeness Pens. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe, and comment, and hopefully I'll see some of you guys soon.